Hey all, welcome back. I'm Jonathan Hirsch, VP of Sony's true crime podcast network, The Binge, and host of the weekly show Crime Scene. This is day 2 of our investigation into the unsolved 1987 Arkansas murders of Don Henry and Kevin Ives, collectively known as the Boys on the Tracks. If you're just finding this series, click on the link in the pinned comment or the collection section of my page to get caught up on everything. So stay here. I'll be releasing a new video every day on this case. No stone will be left unturned, I promise you that. Today, I think we should start with the timeline. We're going to layer in a lot more complexity into this as we go along, but just to make sure that we're all on the same page, let's go over the basics of what we know. Saturday night, August 22nd and 23rd, 1987, Bryant, Arkansas. Kevin Ives is 17 and Don Henry 16. They're high school buddies at Bryant High School. Best friend by some accounts. Earlier that night, Kevin drove to a commuter lot by the Bryant overpass to meet with Don. And then Don's father let them go back out to go hunting. They were spotlighting, hunting at night with a light. This was illegal, but Don carried a .22 rifle and a flashlight, and they headed into the woods that night along the railroad tracks near Don's house, sometime after midnight. 4 hours later is when we could be sure they were seen again. At around 4:25, a 6,000-ton Union Pacific freight train comes through Alexander, Arkansas at about 52 miles an hour. The engineer sees objects on the tracks ahead. He gets closer and realizes that it's 2 people lying side by side, parallel, arms at their sides, covered by the crewman's accounts with a green tarp. They're not moving. The engineer hits the horn, and then he hits the emergency brake, but he cannot stop in time. By the hours of Sunday morning, both families are already searching for the lost boys. The engineers alert the police dispatcher, and authorities arrive on the scene about 15 minutes later at 4:40. And on Monday morning, dental records confirm that it is in fact Don and Kevin. So that's the bare bones of what parents and local officials knew that morning. We'll be digging in deeper to this as we go along, but just to summarize, Don and Kevin meet up earlier in the evening. They go over to Don's house. They plan to go hunting in the woods, or so they say. At about midnight, they leave the woods together near the tracks, and at 4:25 in the morning, their bodies are seen parallel on the railroad tracks as a freight train rolls through Alexander. The state's explanation for how this happened is one of the strangest rulings you will ever hear. That's tomorrow. Follow me as we unpack a new element of this case each day, and if you have information on this case or theories or places you think we need to be looking, please leave them in the comments. DM me or email me at boysonthetracks@gmail.com. See you tomorrow.